Yo, we started the stream late today, but we're in a trade, so we'll see what happens. We're gonna see what happens with this one. We've got a 5-minute close, bearish on the first candle we're in, so it's pretty good, but it's not one yet, of course. Alright, so we're still in this sell position here. Came back to entry right now. Alright, that's more on drive now, but it's all good. It is all good. How's everyone doing today? You guys trading right now? Hard. Mm. Alright, let's see if we can drop down here. We just closed bullish on the previous candle. We took the trade based on having enough volume and having bearish volume at the same time. The only issue is we were at the bottom of range where we spent a lot of time. We could mirror the same thing right there. Okay, so we could spend a lot of time, but inside of this range, we tapped TP multiple times. We tapped my TP area multiple times. So even if we mess around the zone or come up suddenly, I think we have a high probability of tapping once again 873 on M and Q. Right, here's the drive. What up, Jose Garcia and LGB Moses? How you guys doing? Sure, Willis, I am handsome. Thanks, I guess. All right, so price action is starting to look very good on my side. Basically, right after entry, we created our lower low on the intraday. So it should be all right. I think breaking above 25,900, it's going to be very tough. In this area, like 25,875 has been tapped in the previous day like 10 times. So there's a lot of liquidity there. We just tapped it inside of my take profit area here, but on previous days we tapped it many times. So it's a very high probability trade from the start, but if you analyze price action while it's happening, I can kind of tell that it's going to start driving in our direction here, just from experience and reading price action. I'm doing amazing. How are you? It's a bit early still, you know what I'm saying, but we surviving. What's the RR? Risk to reward is 0.3. So on the AM streams, basically the only current active session I trade on futures. Now I'll risk $500 on each trade and try to gain about 150. You took a buy position on US 100. All depends on your stop loss. We can both win here. Trade could come down to my buy limit area, which is my take profit, and come back up to you. We just never know. CPI, I'm not gonna trade CPI. And CPI is basically currently priced in. I'm gonna trade the price reaction after the what's been happening on inflation release, CPI, NFP, the market, especially gold, prices in way in advance and manipulates price. So yeah, I'm gonna take swings on CPI, but after news release, just to avoid some market manipulation. So that being said, I really do hope we drive to TP, because I don't want to be in it during a CPI release. All right, so if we're in, let's say for example we come back up there, um, even if my analysis was to go short for CPI, I would want to avoid a stop hunt above this level. So I really hope we go up there. I could put break even, but I would rather give my trade a chance. And if we lose 50 ticks, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna manage for no reason, but I will manage if we get close to CPI and I'm still in drawdown. I'm gonna cut the trade early. All right. But for now, it's looking pretty good. Been trading now for 7 years. The RR is 0.3, guys. Every single morning you'll see on stream is 0.3 RR, and I'll show you guys my trading stats for the year right after. I basically stream every single NASDAQ trade, journal them, put the link with the timestamps on YouTube, so you guys can get to follow the trading track record. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Alright, hopefully we can drive it. I want to get this over it. Especially with CPI. Oh. Gold dropping today. I'm not sure about that. I've been buying that stuff. Like all my trades are buys currently. I tried to buy, I was up 120 pips. I decided to put 120 pips stop loss, went down 240. It's stop loss, but I'm looking for more buys on gold for swings. My RR is like Don Nouveau. Nah, Don Nouveau doesn't have static RR. E-Trails is stop at like 10 pips. My RR is always static 0.3. So good start of the 6 a.m. candle. We can already tell there's going to be some more volume. Just from the opening, we printed that top wick for 20 ticks. If we can drive down about 20 on the other side, which is highly likely, we're gonna hit TP, we're gonna be out of there. Then we don't gotta worry about managing the trade before CPI. So that's what we're looking for. And yeah, there's nothing we can do. We took the trade. Our entry was pretty nice. Now we just gotta wait it out. Yeah, I don't really look at the daily for my analysis. I don't really care. I look at the 1 hour, which will reflect, for example, if the daily is way too bullish, like the previous 3 days, for example, I'll see it on the 1 hour. And I don't need to see more than 3 days because my trades are so tiny on the daily. I'll show you. By the way, guys, if you're on TikTok, you can go to YouTube and I show my trading view and all that. Or you can stay on TikTok and watch me trade on Hypertix. Same thing, same trades. It's just copied across different accounts. But basically, what you can see on the daily here is that we have a range. So even though we closed bullish on the last candle with a huge bottom wick, we stayed within the same range for quite a long time on the daily. So even if we went below, we're in a well-established range close to all-time highs. And what you'll see on the hourly is that the trend is pretty low. All right. So my guess is that we'll stay on the daily, will stay stuck below 2600. All right. And that's just like a guess based on the 1 hour. It doesn't mean I'll take trades based on that. Mm. Hey, what up, GZ? How are you? I'm good, thanks. If I get a job, yes, I got a job. I'm risking more than I'm going to make. Yeah, I risk about 500 to make 150. Here rejected nicely on the last highs we created. Um, doesn't mean much honestly, but my only worry right now is to not be out before CPI, and I'm not even that worried because I'll manage to trade anyways. So yeah, we'll just wait and see. At like 6:30, I'll just let the trade run, and then at 8:25, I'll manage according to what it looks like. And by managing, I mean completely closing the trade. Because the thing is, my stop loss is very small still. My TP is even smaller, of course, but this range is small. So 205 ticks is fairly small, and CPI could spike up, let's say 300 ticks in a few minutes. So I wouldn't be a part of that, but now we're driving down very nicely. So We just need volume to pick up a bit before news release. Mm. Alright guys, I'll be right back in... Actually, I'll stay here for like a few minutes, then I'll end the stream. unknown UC buys. You can go for them, bro. I'm going for my shorts. If you see buys, we can both win. Can touch my buy limit and come back up straight away. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end the stream here, but before we go, let me recap what we do every day. I basically get on Trade NQ on TikTok and IG, and then I have everything inside the interactive stream journal. You can find it, link in my bio. Basically every day I get on. This is today's trade. I've journaled it as a win already, but obviously if I lose, I'm gonna update this for you guys inside the Discord. You got the stream link, and show it on YouTube as well. I got ticks, units, result, balance, stream link, and the trading view screenshot. All right. So I do those live streams every day. So make sure you subscribe and follow on YouTube, TikTok, IG. Basically every morning from in between 4 a.m. and like 6:30 a.m. I'm gonna be live, trading Hypertix and Apex. All right. So that's the trade for today. If I manage or do anything, I post everything on my Discord when I'm not live, so you guys can follow me there. IG, TikTok, YouTube, we get to see all the trades, and then inside my community, I share the interactive stream journal. All right. So that's the trade for today. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid during CPI. For me, I'm just gonna let it run. If I need to manage before CPI, I'll just cut the trade. It's no big deal. And yeah, so have a great rest of your day, guys.